Hey everyone, and welcome to Boston Autoblog. 2019 is setting up to be a very competitive year for the pickup truck segment in the United States. You have the Ford F-150, the Dodge Ram 1500, and the all-new, completely redesigned Chevrolet Silverado 1500. Huge thank you to Muzi Chevrolet for inviting me down here to check out the new Silverado. This is their first one on the lot. Actually, this vehicle wasn't even supposed to be here this early in the year. This was supposed to come around in late fall, so this was a big surprise, and I'm really glad they invited me down here. Back in July, I did get to spend about 2 hours with the 2018 Silverado, and I'm really interested in seeing what is different for the new 2019 model year. So, without wasting any further time, let's get right into this review. As the new decade approaches, Chevrolet has made some significant changes to the Silverado, from the overall size of the pickup truck to noticeable design cues and even new trims to appeal to a wider group of consumers in the pickup truck market. At first glance, the redesigned front fascia seems to be the more notable change to the 2019 Silverado, but it's the circular wheel arches that should be getting most of the attention from an appearance standpoint. For years, Chevrolet has always used square wheel arches on their trucks, and now that will only be present on the Colorado. If you're looking at the Silverado from the side profile only, that's one major difference compared to the 2018 model year. Getting back to the front grille, tucked away on the sides are active air curtains that will funnel air to the front wheels and tires. The updated front end along with the new spoiler makes the Silverado more aerodynamic, decreasing the drag and slightly improving the fuel efficiency of this pickup truck. All these minor adjustments to the appearance of this truck serve a bigger purpose when we start getting into the weight of the 2019 Silverado. Compared to the 2018 model year, the Silverado has gone on a diet and has lost almost 500 pounds. This was made possible by using aluminum for the hood, doors, and tailgate. Basically, anything that can be replaced easily was part of this change, but just because it's sized down in terms of weight, that doesn't mean it's got smaller elsewhere. The 3-piece steel bed of the Silverado that's new for 2019 will add 7 additional inches of width inside the bed of the truck. You'll also find 3 anchors per corner, totaling to 12 that come standard, but you can option for 9 additional anchors to help tie down whatever you're carrying in the bed of the Silverado. If more room wasn't enough, a power tailgate that can be lowered with the press of a button on your key fob or on the tailgate itself will make loading cargo much more convenient. On some trims of the Silverado, you'll have the ability to raise the tailgate without the use of hands, making this the first up and down power tailgate for a full-size truck on the market today. For performance, this Silverado 1500 LT comes with a 5.3-liter V8 engine that gets 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque, and is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. You can expect a towing capacity of anywhere between 6,700 to 7,000 pounds. New for 2019 is the optional 2.7-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that gets 310 horsepower and 348 pound-feet of torque. Because the configurator for the 2019 model year isn't up yet on Chevrolet's website, there's still some information that hasn't been released, including more about the 2.7-liter 4-cylinder engine, which should be arriving sometime after the first wave of Silverados hit dealership showrooms. Also, without a configurator, we can only speculate right now as to what optional packages are available on the Silverado 1500 LT. But let's take a look inside and see some of the updates that have been made. Immediately after stepping inside, you'll notice an updated infotainment system. This touchscreen comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, along with a backup camera with trajectory. Available on other trims is additional cameras, including an overhead angle, 2 side cameras, and additional views to aid in parking with a trailer. For a truck of this size, that added safety technology is certainly needed. You can option for parking sensors as well, which after parking the Silverado in a tight spot, I'd highly recommend purchasing to ease any apprehensiveness. Overall for the touchscreen, the graphics and colors have improved from last year, and the infotainment system is very responsive. This LT didn't come with navigation, but that will most likely be part of an optional package. Going down the center console, you'll find the buttons for the dual zone climate control and heated seats. These heated seats have two settings, where you can have the entire seat heat up, or just target the back, which would be ideal for road trips or after a long day at work. From the center console, you can lower the power tailgate on the Silverado. And as mentioned before, on some trims, pressing and holding this button will automatically lift the tailgate. Below that, you'll get a USB input and a 12-volt outlet. In between the two front seats, you'll have two cup holders and a few storage compartments for smartphones and other items. On this particular LT, this folds into a third seat up front, increasing the total amount of passengers to 5. On other trims of the Silverado, this would all be one piece as part of the center console and wouldn't have the ability to convert into a chair for another passenger. In front of you is an analog instrument panel, and in the center is a digital information display. Using the buttons mounted on the steering wheel, you can scroll through all the information such as tire pressure and oil life. But on this Silverado, you can also check the brake life, which is very useful. To the left of the steering wheel, you'll find the buttons and knobs for your tow haul, your electronically selectable 4-wheel drive system, and the lighting for your headlights and the bed of the Silverado. Now let's take a quick look in the back. I want to focus more on the back seats than I normally would on a vehicle. One being that there are rear air vents. A number of people complained about these not being on the last generation, and it's great to see them back in there. Chevy did offer rear air vents about 3 generations ago in the Silverado, so this is definitely a step up for the 2019 model. Also check out the rear legroom. Now, I'm a shorter person, so I have the seat up a little bit further than normal. But even for the passenger side, someone who's like 6 feet taller or more could certainly be comfortable back here. There's enough legroom, but also more importantly, if you don't have people sitting back here, there's a lot of room for storage. So even storage underneath the seats as well, you can fit a lot of stuff back here. What I like about the new 2019 Silverado is that Chevrolet didn't go wild and try reaching people who are more likely going to buy the F-150 or the Dodge Ram. This is really for Chevrolet loyalists and enthusiasts because it's more of an active vehicle that I think would do really well with people who are on a construction site or are very active. Just the way this vehicle is built, the way it looks, not in this particular trim, but on other trims that Chevrolet is coming out with this year, the updated facelift, it looks more rugged, it looks more mean, it looks like it's going to go off-road and do everything you want it to. And I think that's what's great about this particular vehicle. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like that facelift, but I think last generation was more soft. I think more it was like a vehicle that you would drive on a daily basis, where I think even though this is a daily pickup truck, this is really for people who are constantly, on the move, or, work for a living outdoors, or need to have that extra space for tools and equipment. That's what this pickup truck really is for. In my opinion, this is Chevrolet's way of saying, 2020 is on the horizon, but we're not changing who we are. Even though that the wheel arches have changed where it's not squared, this is more of, we're moving on to a new decade, we're moving on to a slightly different look, but we're still the exact same pickup truck. And I think that's what's going to resonate really well with Chevrolet loyalists. Now that we've gone through everything on this 2019 Silverado 1500, let's go on a quick test drive. Overall, the Silverado is everything a longtime Chevrolet buyer expects. Once the configurator goes live, we'll find out what optional packages come with each trim, and hopefully additional cameras or parking sensors are available on the LT. For a full-size pickup truck, the Silverado drives and handles nicely, and on harsh New England roads, it handles the bumps really well. In a very competitive segment, Chevrolet has made the necessary changes to contend with Ford and Dodge heading into 2020, while also staying true to their heritage. Once again, I'd like to thank Muzi Chevrolet for inviting me to review the 2019 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 LT. Their link will be in the description below, so you can check out their extensive Chevrolet inventory. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.